your favorite podcast. I'm your host, Maddie Gills.
What's going on, fellas? This is Vert Vangle.
Wait, thank you. We appreciate the love and support from you guys from across the world, from the state of Rhode Island. We appreciate you. Yes. We have a big show for you guys, and we are ready to roll. Let's get into the matchup of Week 11. Sorry, Vic. Had to do it to you, bro. Had to do it to you. Had to defeat you. I know you don't like to lose to me, and I'm sorry that I had to do that to you.
Man, it was just a rough week, man. My team didn't show up, picked the wrong week out of the year to give me a dud. Literally, my best players was Jameis Winston and my defense.
Yeah, James Winston, he's a killer out there, man. Gotta watch out.
Other than that, it was just, a dud.
Mm. Yes, it was. It was a dud, and I don't have to go any deeper than that. I was satisfied how my players did. Quarterback sucked, but all right. Juwan Jennings, I'm really feeling great about him. Will Disley, great pickup by myself, dropping 18 points. Did a great job. I put the players out there and they produced, man. Love it. Another win onto the win total. And I'll
You can edit it.
yeah, don't even worry about it. Just add them on. Tell him to go on
No,
it.
he's saying he said he's been on, but the link says not live.
It's not live.
Yeah, I sent him the link. I sent him the link we've been using. Let me go back.
It's cool. We could just keep going because it's live show anyway. Because it's always live. Because once I connect it, it's live. But I'll see if I can send something to him.
He said he's
But
watching us.
he's watching us. Yeah. You know what? Let me. I'll send it to him. I'll send him the guest because I have the guest link. But
All right.
you could talk about this matchup coming up, and then I'll try to see if I can make him come on.
Yeah, man, just a tough week. Matt, your boys showed out. I went into the week, I felt good about the matchup, but obviously it didn't pan out that way. Just a dud across the board. Straight dud across the board. After Thursday night, I was like, yeah, I'm in for a long week. Yeah. Next matchup, we got right into it. The rock fight of the week, and this one was ugly. I was surprised nobody really talked about it in the chat since the margin of victory is like point 0.6, point
Oh,
0.6 points. And that's KT Stone Cold versus Bam Bam Bigelow, Kalu. Kalu won by literally point 0.6 point. Kalu 93.9 and KT 93.3. Crazy. Um yeah, let's get into it. Gino versus Drake May. Basically bounce each other out. Spears versus Walker. Walker edges that matchup. Stevenson versus Robinson balance each other out. Thomas versus Pickens basically balance each other out. Douglas versus AJ Brown basically balance each other out. Andrews and Kelsey, that was just pathetic. Um, Ridley versus Mayers, they balanced each other out. Downs versus Smith, Downs had the edge, and the defense was just horrible. So, I mean, Jets 4 points, it's the Saints 1 point. Much needed victory by Kalu, and I think Kalu snapped a losing streak. Correct me if I'm wrong,
I believe so. He
or
did.
or is he on one?
He was on a losing streak, and then he was able to win
Yep.
that and to get himself in a better position. He's not fully eliminated from the playoffs yet, but he's keeping his hopes very, very. Um, I don't even know what the word is because he's like barely holding on. He's like, you ever seen a poster like "Hang On, Kitty"? You ever seen that?
Yeah.
Like he's hanging on by like a little thread.
All right, next matchup. We got the Beast,
Yeah, the Beast.
Mont Vals.
Montvaz with a much needed victory, winning 147 to 117 against Kev. Um, dude, JSN going off for Monty. Brees Hall finally shows up. And talk about the pickup of the week for him. Bo
Bo
Nix,
Nix.
30 burger, 30 points, fresh off the waiver wire. And then you also have Brock Bowers scoring 33 points. Man, good pickups, man. Good pickups. And he picked up Richardson also, 28 on the bench. Go him. And then Kev ended up picking up Xavier Worthy off the wire, and he threw him into his lineup, and he ended up over exceeding what he was projected to do. He started Jerry Judy going off for 28, but the biggest thing is, I know KT said this a couple of weeks ago. It was a funny punchline, so I'm going to ride with it. Kev's magic carpet ride is over. He is not going to the playoffs, people. Um,
And he speaking of Kev, he currently holds the most losses active right now. 3 losses in a row. He currently holds it.
that losing streak doesn't make you feel good at all, and his team is not looking really special either. So we'll see what happens when George Kittle comes back next week, because you always want to finish strong, hit some people out of the playoff picture.
Yes, sir.
And then we have Monty still in the seventh place, about to squeeze into the playoffs, battling. You want to be in that kind of position just late in the season. His team is looking strong, scoring 147 points. So things are looking up. Depends, because this week coming up, I know he got a couple big guys on by. Um, then we have George versus Moose. Man, that 40 points by St. Brown. That's making the league very angry right now. Very, very, very angry right now of that trade that KT did. So he looks like he got a juggernaut now. So
All I gotta I mean, I will touch on this after we go on the matchup, but all I gotta say is whoever's in the playoff, you better be hoping and praying that somebody spoils George's playoff run. Somebody gotta give George an L. Hold him off the playoffs the next few weeks. That's all I'm gonna say, because you don't really want to play this team, man. This team is just, when they're on, they're on.
yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. For whatever reason, he can't get onto here. So um, oh, I see him in the chat. Let me see if I could add him on here. You could go on to the next. You could continue talking about that matchup. I'm gonna try to get Fletch on here.
But yeah, I mean, let's dive into it. On Georgia's side, he had Allen 23 points, McCaffrey, one of his big horses, first round pick. I mean, slowly getting acclimated to a full load, 14 points. Najee Harris steady, 13 points. Amon St. Brown 40. Puka Nakua 27. Njoku 19. Elijah Moore 18. Pitts 1. And then on the other side for Moose, I mean, Moose had a nice week, 137 points. 14 for Jackson, 20 for A Chain, 18 for Dobbins, 14 for Jefferson, 30 for Cup, 8 for Knox, 5 for Garrett Wilson, and 24 for Jamison Williams. Man,
As
yeah.
as I guess. No.
Next matchup,
As a guest.
we got one of the most entertaining matchups of the week, I might add. We're actually gonna round up the matchups. Um, Booker T, Fletch Train
That was a
versus Steve, Badass Billy Gunn. 192 to 176, and it was a Monday Night Miracle. I mean, it doesn't look like a Monday Night Miracle, but I believe Fletcher was down going into this matchup,
He
and
was.
Joe Mixon, another big night for Joe. I think he was down by 20 something points. Joe Mixon, another big night. Let's go. Let's get into it. Brock Purdy, 18. Jacobs, 23. Joe Mixon, 37. Adams, 13. McConkey, 20. 30 for John Smith. My God. 16 for for MVS. 17 for Eckler. 15 for just an all around good managerial skills by Fletcher this week. Just going with picking up MVS from the waiver, John Smith from the waiver, and plugging him into your starting lineup. Man,
That's bravery right there. That's courage. That is
on
courage.
the other end, I mean, you what can you do if you're Steve? You drop almost 180 points. It's just a tough loss. Um, 13 for Daniels, 35 for Barkley, 16 for Swift. Dobbs with a dud. Shakir 15, 43 for his pickup in the waiver wire for Taysom Hill at tight end. Man, Pollard 4, 31 for Higgins, 13 for the defense. I mean, it was just as usual. I think Steve's one of the best in-season managers this league has, making moves, pickups, and starting lineups. But it's just a heartbreaking loss knowing your team put 180 up and you still lost.
Yeah, second highest score of the week. That's an automatic win against anybody else. That's
And
just
I
tough.
and I think that's two in a row. Two in a row.
Yeah, you starting at the top. Now you're stumbling a
No,
little bit.
whoa! I messed up. I got to backtrack. Three in a row.
Oh,
Three losses in a row for badass Billy Gunn.
you think he's worried?
He should be.
I think that had to do with him being snippy.
He should be. I'm worried. He should be worried. Um,
Everything separating the teams that are in the playoffs and a couple teams that are out
he's
is very,
playing,
very close. It's narrow.
and I think he ends the season playing playoff caliber teams. He's playing Steve this week.
He's not getting a layup. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Last matchup of the week. King of Hearts, Owen Hart, Ja versus The Undertaker, Stevie.
Yo, Steve had that win until Cincinnati came through.
Yeah, that's stacked, man.
Yeah,
Every week I keep saying it. I sound like a broken record, but that stack is just man.
57 points from both of them, like total together. That is,
And we have a new first place, and that's Ja. We have
yes,
a
he is.
new first place.
Let's see how long he can hold it.
Um, yeah, Burrow 31, Gibbs 19. He went and started Estime 5. Jamar Chase 26, Flowers 11, 3 for Hawkinson, 14 for Sutton, 3 for Lockett, 6 for the Miami D. I gotta add, since Sutton gave him that donut a few weeks ago, Sutton's been pretty consistent and good. That's nice.
Going back to the barrel, not quitting on your guys.
And on Steve's end, 18 for Hertz, 10 for Henry, 12 for Kamara, 7 for Cooper, 19 for Cheetah, 11 for Goddard, 19 for Cook, 6 for Etienne, 9 for San Fran.
And I know Steve isn't really not liking that L, but, but, but we got good news. Steve, congratulations. You are the survivor. You out survived Vic. Vic was in the thick of things, and low score of the week was Mr. Well, not the low score of the week, but the low score of the survivors that were left was Vic. Stevie, hey, congratulations, man. I know you caught an L,
Congrats, Steve.
but you got some money in your pocket. You don't have to pay the 250. You get $200 back, and you just got to pay 50, and you're good to go, man. It wouldn't be right if we didn't clap for you.
Congrats, Stevie, man. Well deserved. Well deserved.
And I also told him this because I let him know on Sunday that he won it, or no, or Monday. Um, since we've gotten slack with Stevie the past couple years, he's been putting great teams together, right? And scoring a lot of points. He's always been top three point scorer in this league for the past 2 years, maybe three. So we want to make sure we acknowledge it. Last year we didn't acknowledge the survivor of KT, and we apologize for that. So we wanted to make sure that we highlighted it this year. And congratulations, Stevie. And with that being said, we do have a special guest today, and he came right on time. And without further ado, it's your boy. Okay, he just disappeared. He was just here. He was just here. You saw him, right?
Yeah. I think he's
Yeah,
having.
there he is.
There
Oh, there he is. What's up, Fletch? I think you. There you go. Got the crowd cheer. Oh, are you sipping something? Was that wine?
Yeah, a little Mayomi right here, little Mayomi.
Okay, man, he's feeling. Yo, you know what
good,
that?
good.
You know what that reminds me of? Yo, he's feeling nice after that win. That's what he's feeling.
Big win.
Big win. Big win.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
I think we should call for the theme of the league, we should call Fletch Monday Night Raw because he's Mr. Monday Night.
Yeah, Mr. Monday Night. How do you feel about that, man? We'll open up with something smooth there. We're not gonna hit you hard right away. Monday night. If it seems like every week you have had a Monday night thriller.
Every week, boy, it's crazy. Monday Night Fletch, Eminem, Monday Night Marcus. Yeah, what's going on, fellas?
Not much, man. Not much. I'll ask you a question off the bat. How do you feel about being in the league? How's it compared to your other leagues that you're in? And
shit, man. I'll tell you what, man. This league definitely has opened my eyes to the fantasy football tip, man. You guys are definitely no joke, man. Y'all got the waiver wire looking like the Sahara Desert out here, man. Tough, man. You know, but I'm fighting, man. I'm trying to get put together what I can put together, man, and keep this ball rolling, man, and get it going in the right direction, you know.
Yeah, your team is still competing, especially after scoring so much points. If you just continue to get some wins and make some good, smart managing moves like you have been, like this past week, I was talking to Vic on the side. The fact that you picked up Jonnu Smith, started him, and then started MVS. That takes a lot of.
Yeah, that took a lot of guts, man. I was reaching. I'm not gonna hold you. I was definitely reaching, but it worked out, man. So reaching in the right direction, you know. Hell yeah.
What's your question for him, Vic?
Yeah, I gotta say, it's a statement and a question. So, with your trades that you made this year, you know, I always say trades are always perspective. You made your trade that you felt was good for your team. Obviously, the league felt some type of way. They let it be known in that fucking chat.
Yeah.
But now it's a few weeks later. I think since you made the trade, you lost only like one matchup. And the players you sent going the other way, they've been.
Yeah.
I mean, we could say Garrett Wilson and Lad McConkey, and who else you got in that trade? Jacobs. I can say in that trade right now, you look like you got the better end of that trade. McConkey's been good. Jacobs been performing like a second rounder, second rounder. Garrett Wilson, he's been up and down. He had weeks he had 30 signed, and he had like this past week he had 5. That whole Jets organization right now looks like it's just falling
apart. At the seams. Sure.
And then he was able to move Etienne. I forgot who you got for Etienne. Was it Lad McConkey?
Was
Yeah,
that?
you got so
I think I mixed up the trade.
you mixed up the
Yeah, yeah,
trades.
Yeah,
So you had
Etienne.
yeah, he traded Etienne for Baker Mayfield and McConkey.
Got rid of Baker.
Yeah. And then you dropped Baker, and then for Khalil, you had traded you guys swapped
Wilson,
Garrett Wilson and
Jacobs, and Keenan Allen.
there you go. Jacobs
Keenan.
and Keenan Allen. Yep. And for Garrett Wilson and another player. And even the trade that you did with me, like I sent over Marvin Harrison Jr. and Devin Singletary for Jaden Reed. Um, honestly, I kind of regret it now because Marvin Harrison I think he's gonna turn it up. He's been doing well these
Yeah,
past couple weeks, other than the bye week, but like he's been doing solid. So your team actually looks real different than it did at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Three moves that propelled your team in right now looking in the right direction, man. That's what's up, man.
Yeah, I had to do something, man. It was shit wasn't looking too good, man. I had to do something, and I gave up a little bit and got a little bit back. And like you guys said, man, it's definitely been working out the last couple of weeks, especially like you said with Jacobs. McConkey's been eating, and Marvin Harrison's been kind of doing the same thing, kind of getting his wheels rolling as well. So I'm hoping that it just sticks, man. I'm just hoping it sticks. That's all I can do is try to put some wins together, man, and try to get up out this basement, man, because it's stinky down here.
Already adapted to the basement life.
Hanging out with KT is funky down here, you know.
Yo, KT, man.
You know it's bad when the new guy's roasting you.
Yeah, I'm just glad it's not me that far down, man. Like I said, though, I'm trying to eat a little bit each week, man. Get a little better, you know.
Let me see. Who are you playing this week? Actually?
I got Job Big Head Ass. Tell me about it.
Who do you look forward to playing in this league, and who do you think is one of the better players in this league? I would say like top 3. So I want to hear your thoughts, because this being a new guy, you're coming out of nowhere. You don't know a lot of us. You know a couple other guys because you work with them, but you're getting to know us on a different level, and an intimate level. So I want to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, top guys right now. Lopes has definitely been on the come up. Moose is out here crazy. Let's see, we got Trader Joe. Them boys been doing good, but there's a couple of guys on the low that if you put some wins together, man, they're looking pretty good. I know, Gilly, you're looking straight right now, man. And like I said, bro, I'm just trying to take this shit 1 week at a time. I know I was talking earlier in the year, I'm going down with the ship, this, that, and the third, but
yeah.
Shit, that water started rising. Had to dive off that bitch real quick.
Yeah, man. I think that's like one of the biggest things about fantasy, in any league that you're in. Adjusting on the fly is really important. Adapting to the information that you get from making waiver wire pickups, the fab pickups, and making trades in the middle of the season is what propels your team to being successful, or really not that successful. So you got to make a little bit of risky bet in management. So
definitely gotta adjust, man. Dealing with you cats, bro. You definitely gotta adjust, because this shit is real out here, and it's definitely the realest I've been in. So, I've been doing this, like I said, not as long as you guys, but a few years now, man. And this is tough. It's tough, but I'm fighting.
Yeah, we told you. We told you.
Yeah, for sure.
We told you. It's like, I know a lot of people just try to say it just to say it, but like this league's 14 years strong. Most part, like 90% of this league has been here since the first year, and like there's a lot of guys that who's going to put in the work, and then you go, the guys that's going to be like, we don't know what to expect from them. So we hope that you're here for a long time.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna stick around, man. This is fun for sure.
Yeah, it's a different vibe, especially when you get all the guys in one room. It's it's
Yeah.
different. It hits different for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
That was a whole little different experience for me too. Like I had never done the live draft
Live
before.
Oh,
draft,
this was
yeah.
your first one?
Yeah, the live. Yeah, I done plenty, but
Wow.
actual sitting there. Yeah, man. So it was a little different, man, and it definitely puts you in that hot seat a little bit when them picks coming off. You like, damn. But you gotta do what you gotta do, adjust and make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Vic, you got more questions for him?
I think we covered it all, man. I think
Yeah.
you asked for the top 3 of players. Um, he had a big matchup this week against Ja.
Yeah, I think I might manhandle Ja this week, man.
Ooh.
I don't want to get too big of a head, but I did it once. I can do it again.
Whew.
So I can do it. That's my
Hey,
boy.
Oh
So
man, I like that. I like that energy.
hey, man! If you
Right.
make these decisions like you made this past week, I think you'll be
Yo,
okay, man.
that would
That
make
was
the
some
season. That would spice up the season right there.
absolutely. It would change a lot actually in the standings because everything's so close and
It's
Man,
super
standings
close.
crazy.
Super close.
super close. Like even when it comes to like the points and stuff, so you got to just hope that you drop a lot of points
We
and see what
got
happens.
3 weeks left.
Yeah, dude, it's
A lot
gonna.
could change.
Yeah,
It's
I gotta put at least 2 together, man. Let me get 2 more. We can talk about something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm nervous as fuck right now. I'm just
Yeah.
like,
Hey, let me
I
take
ain't
a
gonna
look.
lie, man. I'm
Let me
nervous
take a
as
look.
fuck right now.
hell. I'm taking the Fletcher approach, man. I'm trying to win a week at a time, man. A week at a time. I've been in the basement for like 4 years, and I don't want to be there anymore. So it's like just stacking up the wins weekly and just not making it too complicated is what I'm focused on, man. Because
Yeah,
I'm
everybody
out
is
of here.
right there. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude. It's getting real, man. For real, for real.
That's crazy. Yeah. So yeah, man, it's just like I said, man. You just gotta try to piece together what I can piece together and keep this ball rolling. I guess. I got I'm on a 2-game win streak right now, so hopefully I can get another one against Ja's crazy big head ass, and then we'll keep it going, man. Yeah,
Keep making it stack.
hell yeah.
Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Big Point of the Week, we appreciate your time. Thank you for coming out here and answer some questions.
Yes,
And
I appreciate you having me. I know I've been trying to get in here, man, but it's tough with the young ones running around. So
yeah,
Nah, I
dude.
hear you
Hey,
that.
yeah, man. You're on now,
Yeah.
and you did what you had to do, man. You're good, bro.
Stevie,
Badass Billy Gunn.
yeah, I gotta celebrate when I can. Shit.
Yeah, man. They don't come often, bro. You gotta
Sure.
gotta take it.
Man, I wonder if Steve went to bed early Monday night or he woke up to that shit.
Yo, what's
Woke up.
crazy is, we was at the game on Sunday, and I ended up like I had no idea any of this shit was happening because I ended up like I don't know what my crazy ass did. I left the phone, dropped that bit somewhere. So I didn't really know what happened until like Monday afternoon. I ran to Verizon to get a new phone. So when I popped the new phone on, Lopes is like, "Yo, what are you doing? Like, where you been in the chat?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I turned that shit. I was like, "Oh, word, let's go." Had a little bit too much fun on Sunday. I tell you what. Sheesh.
Yo, I had a feeling. I think he was down like 21 or 22 points.
Yeah, something like that.
Where Mixon left, I had a feeling he was gonna pull that out because Mixon's been
Animal.
Mixon.
No,
I mean, he did. Is this the Texans' second Monday night? No,
I think it's the first.
I know when I played Fletch, Mixon had a big night against me.
That was a Sunday night game.
Yeah, he had a big night against me.
Yeah, when I
Fresh off injury too.
Yeah. That kind of hurt me too, man, for the first couple of weeks of the season, him being out like that. But, it is what it is. It's fantasy, so you can't really call it,
Mm-hmm.
You just got to do what you got to do, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Well, keep grinding, man. Keep grinding.
Gonna do it for sure. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to try to the end.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. I appreciate y'all fellas having me on tonight, man.
No problem, bro.
Absolutely.
Anytime.
Blessings.
All right, take care, bro.
All right, now y'all stay up.
All right.
All right, Fletch.
Later, y'all.
Peace. All right, man. Finally got him on. Good, 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 good. Now we will get into matchups of the week, man. Here we go. Week 12. This is where it gets
Nah.
spicy. Spicy, spicy, spicy.
Wait,
So,
wait. Before we touch on these matchups, we gotta talk about these trades this week.
all right, go ahead, man. Take the floor.
Let me see. And we had like 2 trades this week.
Yeah, we did. We had. Boom, 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 boom. Well, the Aaron Saint, the Amon Ross Saint
I'm
Brown.
on St. Brown trade. That wasn't this week, was it?
No, I think that was last week. Freaking my $6 for Sam Laporta.
I felt like we had one before that.
Scrolling up, scrolling. They see me scrolling. See me scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. I'm scrolling, scrolling, scrolling.
I guess not. I guess we didn't.
No, it was just the $6 for Sam Laporta.
So yeah, I mean, I want to touch. I want to touch on the trades. I thought there was more than that, but the Sam Laporta trade and for $6. Obviously, the league felt some type of way. Um, what I'm gonna say is, obviously, we're in a league with no veto. We all agree to that. But this is a players' league. Everyone in the league has a say on what's going on, which I'm completely fine with. But that's not gonna stop me from voicing my opinion
And it shouldn't.
if I like something and I do not like something. Um, same argument I had with Steve's trade and KT's trade. I mean, Stevie's trades year back. Now it's all perspective. Guys are gonna do what they feel just with their team if they feel it's the right move. Me personally, I felt Janilson's trade was an impulsive trade at the Patriots game. It didn't make sense to me. I can reverse the question to you, Matt. If you had Sam Laporta, I guarantee you're not trading Sam Laporta for $6. You did what you had to do: hit the accept button or send the trade, and he hit the accept button. But I guarantee nobody in this league is trading Sam Laporta for $6. And that was my argument in the chat. Like, you could have done your due diligence and hit up other people. But you're gonna, I'm gonna leave it at that because I know Jai's gonna argue. He's gonna say, but this, but that, but it's just my perspective on that trade. I do want to say though, not just on this trade. You can bring up the KT trade, Amon St. Brown. If we're a league that we want to progress, go forward and make this league bigger. And when I say bigger is when we want to make the pot from $250 to $300 to $350. I personally don't feel comfortable being in a league that's 300, 350, $400 in those kind of trades are going down. Because those kind of trades can turn a league upside down, especially the Amon St. Brown trade. That's just something that, some guys can get emotional in quit mid-season. A lot of money's involved. So when a lot of money's involved, those kind of trades are being done. It can turn a whole league upside down. Dudes are feeling some type of way with trades. So I'm gonna just say that moving forward, I think fellas got to do a better job of doing their due diligence on trades. And when I say due diligence, it takes two to tango. But when you're sending a crazy offer, I don't blame the other person for pressing accept. I don't blame them for pressing the accept button. That's just fine. But guys got to do a due diligence on doing better on the trades, because if we want this league to be what we want it to be, especially with more money in the pot, trades is something that can just ruin this league. Guys that put in big bucks, and it's not $100 league where you can be like, it's whatever. when you're putting a couple $100 and things are going on down like that, yeah, guys are gonna feel some type of way. So that's just my two piece I wanted to say on the recent movements throughout the past few weeks. And I
Yeah.
may be completely wrong. And the thing is, I may be completely wrong because Sam Laporta can stink it up for the rest of the year. I may be completely wrong. So just like some of us are wrong with the Etienne trade, and he hasn't panned out. So that's the thing with trades. We gotta wait and see. My bad, man, for cutting you off.
No, I haven't said anything. That's all valid. I think um more than a handful of trades that were done this year have been like, damn, why'd you have to do that for? And even if how I was even approached by the trade, because I had hit up Janilson earlier in the week for Sam Laporta, and we actually had ongoing conversations, and I was trying to figure out something that worked, and I just couldn't. I'm like, Doug, he wanted Irving, and I'm like, nah, I'm not trying to do that, and because this guy's been so inconsistent or whatever. And then during the game, we were just chilling. I wasn't even talking about fantasy or whatever. He came up to me and he's like, "Yo, will you take 6 fantasy? Would you take my 6? Will you take Sam Laporta for 6 fantasy bucks?" I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe I'll give you. I was trying to say give him Addison or something like that, but he wasn't really doing it because he had an objective. He wanted to get Zamir White before 1 o'clock. So I was like, "Yeah, I'll let you know before the 1 o'clock thing." And then once everything went through, I was like, "You know what, man? You know what? I'll send you the $6." And he accepted it, and everything went through. I dropped Dalton Kincaid, which is kind of like the same player that hasn't produced. It was free on the wire. So it's like, I mean, it is what it is. Like I didn't look at it as anything. So it's like, because I think the guy's been so super inconsistent. I mean, that's just how I view the player. But like, I looked at it as like, you know what? I'm not gonna have any more fat bucks. So it's like, what else am I gonna pay for? So like, you know what? Here's the $6. Um, and from here on out, I don't even know if I'm gonna even start him. But that's besides the point. Um, and even the St. Brown trade, like I didn't even think that was really unbalanced when I saw it. And I didn't know the stuff about Trevor Lawrence or whatever, but I thought Thomas was a solid player. Stevenson was a solid player. I didn't see. I honestly, I think Amon-Ra St. Brown had a really great game this past week, but I don't see him doing 40 points every week, or whatever the case is. So obviously, I could be 100% wrong, but even when that trade went down, I was like, all right, um, whatever. The only big issue I see with the trade is like it should have been done like 2 weeks ago instead of um, when you're about to be eliminated from the playoff contention. But like KT reached out to us saying, "Hey, is the league gonna go crazy if I trade because I'm almost out of playoffs?" I said,
That he did. That he
he
did.
he hit us up, and I was like, that's no problem, man. I'm like, it is what it is. Like we have a deadline for a reason. So if you choose to do that, unless you got like 8, 9 losses, then that's something different. But like again, you're valid what you said, Vic. I mean, if we're gonna go up big money, then it has to be like an understanding of just a league in general, because you're always gonna in this league, you'll always have your voice, you'll always have the way that you manage your squad. But um, that's just how I always view it, and that's how I always view it. And it's a dicey situation because it's like when you're managing a team, you're gonna do whatever you want, right? So like I don't want to be like, hey, you know what, you can't do this. Because then if we get to that point, then you got to be like, you know what, then I'll leave this league because like you're not getting your free range of whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? So, um,
Yeah, I mean, when I say due diligence, it's like it doesn't mean you can't trade, but just make sure the trades you're making
makes sense.
makes sense.
Like,
There's some. I feel like in fantasy, there's you're trying to better your team, but part of bettering your team is minimizing your competition. Minimize your competition by like if you know so and so needs X pieces or his team's already bolstered, don't give him another piece to bolster his squad up. Because you can better your team, or you can make your team. You can make your team better, but your team is still not better than the team you traded with. So what did you make? What did you accomplish from that trade? I don't know. That's just again. It's all perspective. That's my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I play offense and defense when I do fantasy, meaning like my defense is I'm not gonna give my opponent a better opportunity to win.
Yeah.
Either me trading him play pieces to bolster his team down the line, or me dropping players that he can pick up. I'm just not doing that.
Yeah.
So that's my stance on when I said guys gotta do their due diligence. Like,
Yeah, and
don't
also, and it also goes for like, hey, you should know if you drop this guy that like if the best team available ends up with them and does damage with them, you got to be very aware of that. You know, it's like you don't do stuff like that. And honestly, someone told me the other day, F the trade chart. So what I use before I go into a trade discussion, I look at a trade chart that I trust, that I believe in, before I go in offering anything. And that's not even to try to be like disrespectful or anything. I want to be come in with actual giving you what you need and adding something extra if need be. So I go in with that kind of mindset, and then just to start the conversation, because after that, then all right, things can transpire. But I'm not gonna go in just trying to lowball somebody. Like if someone's gonna offer me something, I'm like, okay, yo, that's different. Like if you're offering me something, and I'm like, all right, cool. If that satisfies it, then all right, cool, whatever. But it's like I try to go in with like a little bait, a baseline to start from, rather than just like rhetorically just being, hey, you know what? Hey, you got Alvin Kamara. Let me just give you Jordan Addison from my bench. You know, like you know what I mean? Like that's just not. I don't think that's feasible. Like it just doesn't make sense. And I actually adjusted the way that I trade because I used to do that. I used to like just name some players and be like, hey, you know what? How about this player for this player? Because I kind of like insulting people's um fantasy was it not strategy but fantasy um what is it called, like
fantasy IQ.
yeah, there it is, the fantasy IQ. It's like if I go in with the set things like, you know, I'm trying to burn you, and then people have claimed that I burn them, so I'm like, you know what, I don't want that kind of reputation when I'm actually trying to come correct. So um I think everyone else should also do that so they can have like some type of mindset to go through, rather than just be like, hey, you know what, this sounds like it makes sense. You're a fan, like, because if you go to anything that you do trade research, if you give up two players for one, the side is always going to go for two players because together they make more than one player, right? So it's like, don't just go by that. People, don't do that. It's not cool. But that was a good point, Vic. That was very, very big.
For sure.
So we will go to the matchups for this week. So this week, I have the honor to play a legend, Vic. A legend. That legend is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Wow.
You got a bye week.
Yeah, dang. Dang.
You know what this is? You know,
Dang.
have you ever been to a live wrestling match?
I have.
So you know when you go to a live wrestling match, like say for example, you went to a live Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Before the match is broadcasted on television, there's matches that don't make it to TV.
Okay.
So it's like, you know, the newcomer fighters, they're trying to feel out. Yeah, this is what this matchup is.
Damn. Come on. Don't disrespect me like that,
This
man.
doesn't even make the prelim cards. This is just a matchup before the cameras are rolling, as the fans are coming in, sitting down.
Damn, dude. I got a couple guys on bye too, so everything's not too peachy over here. So I gotta fight. I gotta put my guys out there like every week because I'm honestly I'm going into this matchup very humble because I definitely don't want to lose. I don't.
He might stop Pacheco. Pacheco's back.
Yeah, like this is not gonna be a layup of a win, man. Um, if Nico Collins can give me 40 points, yes, it'll be a layup of a win. But my guys are healthy. I'm ready to go, man. We'll see what KT got in store for me. I'm hoping I get a text message from him. I don't know. Has he been doing that this year?
I didn't get one, so
You didn't get one.
mm,
Damn. Usually he
nah,
gives the text messages and phone calls and stuff. Please tell me it don't
I
stop
didn't get
anyone.
one.
Boo. That's trash. Who do you go against, Vic? You go against Kalu.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
You can end the season this week.
That's the goal, man. It's a must win for me. Must win.
Oh, he got a lot of green.
Must win for me, man.
Are you really starting Shoemaker?
Huh?
You're starting Shoemaker?
If Cooper Rush starts, yeah, hell yeah, he had 10 targets last week. He had
All
10
right.
targets in week 11. It's either between him or Hurts. Yeah, Hurts.
Man, ooh, it hurts. Man, you better watch out. Kalu's guys are all no bye weeks. You better watch out.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup, man. I'm not taking this matchup lightly. It's a must win.
Yeah, dude. Like, yo, these teams with like 7, 8 losses, man, doesn't mean that they're this like punching bag. You know what I mean? And then we got Lopes versus Fletch. We spoke to Fletch earlier today. This is a big matchup. This is like season altering. This is seed altering matchup right now. Seed altering. Janilson being 7-4 if he loses, and a couple guys wins that could toss him down a little bit. And Fletch 5-6, trying to get himself in the playoffs. He's a 9th seed right now, so it's like everything's not the picture's not painted yet, right?
Janelson don't have his stock this week.
No, he does not have his stack. But I'll tell you who he does have. He has the Baker Mayfield. Let that boy bake.
Baker Mayfield with his boy back, Mike Evans.
Mike Evans. That must make you happy right there, Vic.
A W is gonna make me happy. Not
But-
Mike Evans.
Yo, Burrow and Chase, though, that's a huge. He gave him, those two guys gave him like 60 points last week. Can he make up 60 points?
I think so.
We will see, because he does have Connor and Tracy back. So we will see what that match has in store for us today. I think we're going to be very, very surprised on how that match unfolds.
Next up, we got the Beast, Mont Vals versus Big Moose.
Mr. Val's yo, I tell you what, man. Moose has been popping off like nobody's business, bro. Nobody's business.
I love it.
Yo, man. The first thing he says, oh yeah, he put the meme out and everything with the little baby with his legs up. Brooks and Corum starting this week. It's gonna be easy ride.
Oh man, yeah. Monty got hit with the bye week blues.
The bye week blues, and Monty needs this victory. 6-5 at the 7th seed, and he's jockeying for position to battle for a playoff seed, and everything is close. This late in the season.
Looks like Moose got a full roster. Nobody on bye.
No,
Gary Wilson.
Garrett, and he looks like he's starting Westbrook Akine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good for him. Yeah, man. Like, Brooks and Corum, no. Damn.
I don't know. Let's see.
Let's see what happens.
I
Maybe
see he picked up Dylan Lobb. I think Dylan Lobb, if Madison's out. I'm not sure what Zamir White's situation is,
Yeah,
but Dylan Lobb might. The Raiders might want to see what they have in Dylan Lobb.
yeah, that's true. And honestly, I don't think um everybody on Moose's side is gonna be an automatic layup. The Eagles' defense has been playing good. Um, Jameson Williams blown up 2 weeks back to back. I don't know. Justin Jefferson, that Chicago defense. That's one thing they've been doing well is playing defense. And J.K. Dobbins against the Baltimore Ravens defense. It's a tough D. It's a tough D. And you got Bo Nix. Yo, Bo Nix drops 30 points this week. It's gonna be a problem. I'm telling you that right now. And Brock Bowers. Well, I'll be keeping my eye on that matchup. You got some payback on there too. Monty traded Devon A. Chain over there. J.K. Dobbins.
I know half of Monty's squad's on Moose's team, right?
Damn. Yeah, not half. I was like,
I mean, trade Moose traded some of those guys.
yeah, he did. He did. He did. Brock Bowers. But so the next matchup we have is oh Stevie versus Steve. This is a big match. This is a big
This
matchup.
this is my matchup of the week.
This is my matchup of the week also. This is huge. This is very, very big. Is Steve gonna continue on his losing streak? Or is he gonna pick up the W? I think Steve's on a little losing streak too. Both the Steves have a losing streak. One Steve has 2 games, and the other Steve has 3. So who's gonna extend the losing streak? What's
Man,
gonna happen? Yo, did you see how far Stevie dropped down in the rankings? He dropped all the way down to 5.
tough times.
Tough times.
I
You
see he
know,
got Abdullah starting.
dude, the last 5, 6, 7, 8 seeds are all 6 and 5.
Wendell Robinson starting.
That's gonna be a tough battle, bro.
Look, yo, check out. All right, which wide receiving core would you take? Would you take the receiving core of Rome Odunze, Wandale Robinson, and Romeo Dobbs versus Noah Brown, Adam Thielen, um, and Pierce? I mean, Steve does have the cheetah starting, but I'm just naming these 3 wide receivers.
All of his name value. I'm taking Dobbs, Wandale, and Odunze. This matchup is gonna be based on the studs.
I might take Pierce. I'm gonna take Pierce, Thielen, and Noah Brown and Stevie Lawrence with the dub.
Stevie Lawrence with the Dub Nation for Stevie Lawrence. Okay, stack that. Stack that. Is Amir Abdullah really starting in this game?
I
Yo,
don't think
this is
I
this
don't
is
think he has another option, and
oh my
the
gosh.
waiver wire is just
Just just go and start was it the running back from the Niners? Hughes check.
the fullback that
Look at
he might get a catch or
you
two.
might get a catch or two and maybe a touchdown. Hughes check. Oh man. Is that all the line? That's everybody, right?
No, we
No,
got
George and Kevin, right?
yes, George and Kevin.
Man, Kevin's been on a like when you take a shower and you drop the soap and you like slip on it. He's like slipping. Yoop. Shoop.
Well, this week I'm praying for Kev. I want Kev to get this dub this week.
Yeah, man. He should have everybody healthy and ready to go. So
Got
um
Mahomes back, Rico Dowell, Kyron Williams, Christian Watson, C.D. Lamb, George Kittle, Xavier Worthy, Rashad White. Yeah.
Well, I'm pulling for Kev, man. Like we don't need to be seeing Georgia's roster in the playoffs, man. We don't need to see that. We don't need to see it. We could just keep him out. It's okay. Nah, we're all set. He can sit in the basement. That'd be great. That'd be wonderful, actually. But he is projected to win, so we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. We will see what happens, and that concludes the podcast for the night. You have anything you want to add there, sir?
Fellas, good luck and God bless. Everybody's gonna need it this week.
Everybody's gonna need it. Everybody's gonna need it. So this is your boy signing off. And you guys, good luck this week. Take care. Deuces.
Big deuce.
Go Celtics. All right, let's see if this guy did not wait.